Hi, my name is Megan Welker, and I will be doing my Drama 70 oral presentation. So for my oral presentation, I'm going to be looking at the acting in Unforgiven. Specifically, I am going to be looking at Clint Eastwood's acting as William Munny. So, first of all, who is William Munny? The character starts off as a pig farmer. He's a father and a pig farmer, and one of the first shots is him falling on his face in the mud. He's kind of shameful, kind of pitiful, but we soon find out that he used to be a retired killer. He used to be a killer. He's now retired because his wife got him to steer away from all those negative influences like alcohol and bounties and murders and all of that. So that is about done with for 11 years. His wife has passed away, but he has still continued to live a purer life. So when the Schofield kid, a young man who is interested in a bounty, arrives to ask Munny to partner with him, this is when it all changes. At first, Munny downright refuses, and he just decides, no, I'm not going to do it. But when the Schofield kid emphasizes the bounty and the money he could make, then Munny thinks about how the money could help him and his children to have a better life. And so he decides to grab his old partner, Ned, and meet up with the Schofield kid to commit the murder. So one of the amazing aspects about Eastwood's portrayal of Munny is that he has an incredible transition from where the character is at the beginning of the movie to where he is at the end, after he decides to go into the bar and avenge his friend. So when he starts off, he is quiet, he is defeated, which is a strong contrast from the end when he is fearless, he is violent, and he is overpowering to all the men that had previously overpowered him. So how does Eastwood portray this? Well, he portrays it almost like two different people. There's a strong transition in the middle, but from the beginning to the end, it is completely different. And he does this through his emotions, he does this through his actions, and through his dialogue, but a lot of it is under the surface. So, in the beginning, like I said, he's a pig farmer, and one of the first shots is him falling on his face in the mud in the pig pen. And at the end, a very iconic shot is him walking into the bar with a huge rifle on his arm, ready to kill a bunch of men. The difference in his betrayal between those 2 points is incredible. For one, he walks a lot taller, he's a lot braver, he's a lot less pitiful at the end of the film. In the beginning, he doesn't really seem like he has much that he's looking forward to. He doesn't seem very confident. He seems like a man who's trying to hide a past that he doesn't want to be a part of. So, another great thing about Eastwood's portrayal is his recognition of his intentions throughout the film. He plays his intentions very well. When the film begins and he's offered the bounty, that is what he wants to do. He wants to get the money in the way where he can least betray his dead wife. So this is shown through his reactions when they're on the way to the killing, of not recognizing his past. There's a scene when Ned and Munny are on horseback together, and they're talking about how they're changed men. And when Munny is kind of agreeing to this, he doesn't sound very confident. His eyes aren't very sincere. He seems almost like he's trying to convince himself rather than it's something that is actually a fact. So, a lot of it is shown through the way he says things, and a lot of it through his eyes, whether it's something he believes in, something he's trying to believe in, a lot of that. For a lot of the film, he's just trying to stay true to his wife, and as soon as they kill his friend Ned and he decides to avenge him, that is when that all goes out the window. And you can see his intentions entirely shift, and that is an incredible scene. So, in the beginning of the film, Munny can't shoot or hit anything. He can't even get on a horse. And at the end of the film, after he makes that first kill, he becomes a lot more confident. He doesn't have trouble with this stuff. He becomes a much bigger person. He's not trying to hide from himself so much, and he's being honest with his past. In the beginning, he rarely speaks. In fact, he doesn't have a lot to say throughout the whole film, and this is incredible. One of the scenes where he really does have a good conversation is when he's talking to Delilah, and he really shows a lot of his good character in there that makes you like him, because he's so kind to her, he's so respectful, although he feels awkward because, he hasn't been around a woman for a while and he knows what she is implying. This can be seen, but he does his best to recover for his mistake of insulting her face, and he just becomes very likable in spite of the position that he is in. He becomes more confident after that first kill, and he loses the air of uncertainty, and he becomes calm and cool. His expressions, or lack of, reveal a lot about his place and his position towards things. When the Schofield kid asked how many people he has killed, he does not respond, but you can tell through his eyes and through conversations later with Ned that he has killed a lot of men, and this haunts him. And this is one of the biggest things in his life, and by going to do this journey, this is affecting him a lot. Clint Eastwood's portrayal of Munny is incredible, and it looks at a lot of his past characters, and really changes that and portrays it as an older cowboy that just isn't. Things have changed, things have gotten worse, things are a lot different, and I really respect his portrayal, and I would recommend everybody to watch it. It is one of the best aspects of that movie, and his transition